Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We are inside the U.S. Airways Center, live from Phoenix, Arizona. It's the Suns. And it's the Suns to start it. Now, here is Morris. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Milwaukee looking at who they got. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. Monroe is out there with Jabari Parker. And it's Carter Williams in at the one spot. Phoenix looked to be on the verge of making it back into the playoffs last season. Ultimately, though, Greg, they faltered in the second half of the year.
Yeah, it was a three-team race. And after coming up short in 14, the Suns had the edge early. As you said, Kevin, they simply couldn't keep things going in the second half of the season.
That is good. Williams has got his first 2 points.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Knight against Middleton. Pass to Tucker. Kicks it to Chandler. Stolen by Monroe. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Stolen by Bledsoe. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. Carter Williams against Knight. Here's Chandler. Milwaukee with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that one's good.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Suns have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. From 11 feet away. No good from Bledsoe. And guys, the Greek Freak really improved his numbers across the board last season. Giannis was up in every measurable category except three-point percentage.
He's really improved his shooting though overall. The three ball still eludes him a little bit here and there. But what I like, Kevin, is his aggressiveness. That's what's making the difference in his game right now.
And Bucks with possession here after the Suns pick up 2. Monroe, no good.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Bledsoe kicks to Knight. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And he lays it straight in.
It's as if the defense just let it go.
He'll thank them for that because he got a chance to perform a little razzle-dazzle on that one. You know, going back to Giannis, he has the physical makeup and skill set to be a double guy. I mean, there's no reason that he shouldn't be able to fulfill his potential except consistency. That's the area he's got to tighten up.
Here's Middleton. Brandon Knight picking up that last basket. And Parker, here we go. And it's sent back by Morris. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. 1:14 left to play here in the first. Bledsoe dishes to Chandler. It's stolen by Carter Williams. 4-on-3 break. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Some changes for Phoenix. Alex Lenz checked in for Chandler. Lure comes in for Markieff Morris. And it's T.J. Warren in for P.J. Tucker. Milwaukee also making some changes. Benson checked in for Monroe. Vasquez comes in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter Williams. Now here's Vasquez. Puts it up from 12. Connects. The jumper drops.
And talking about Giannis, he was clearly one of the very best players in that 2013 draft. Selected number 15 overall by the Bucks. And if you looking back, to me, that's what we'd have to call a steal with the kind of player he's developed into.
Now Vasquez. Brandon Knight missing on the 3. Bayless's shot is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender inside.
Parker with a steal. 6-second difference between shot and game. Len grabs the board.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
to the wing right side. Here's Bayless. Fires from deep. And good on the basket. Bayless has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Bledsoe. Shot is off. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Bucks on top. They lead by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, a very good leader certainly. He talked about how important that is for an NBA locker.
Players do the policing. Coach sets a standard, but play.
Don't you need a player like this of Chandler in the locker room, that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects?
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and locker room, because Chandler has got that covered.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And an important part of every team's game, the look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Warren is out there with Mirza Teletovic. Then there's Len, and it's Sonny Weems, and it's Price at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Mayo kicks to Henson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from 18. And he can't bank that one in. Well, the Bucks made huge strides as a team last season. Greg, most of it came from them establishing themselves as a top-tier defensive team.
And Kevin, as you know, that's really where it starts for all the elite teams. And the Bucks defensively were very strong. You look at the metrics that measure a lot of the defensive categories. Bucks finished with the second-best defensive rating in the NBA.
And guys, the Bucks were great across the board defensively. Top 5 in field goal percentage defense. Top 10 in three-point field goal defense. And of course, created a lot of turnovers too.
Tyson Chandler is checked in for Alex Land.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And the Suns making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
And a big part of why the Bucks were so good on defense is because they got back on defense. They allowed the fewest fast break points in the league. Hustling back in transition goes a long way with the team's D. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Price, the pass to Chandler. And the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Screen by Monroe. Mayo, and that's for 2. Shot is off. And Phoenix will come the other way. Fast break, here come the Suns. Price is running. A shake. It's rebounded by Carter Williams.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Pass to Mayo. 1:52 left in the first half. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And guys, when you look at O.J. Mayo's statistics over the past few years, nothing really stands. But then you watch him in games, especially in clutch moments, and he can seem like the most dangerous guy on the floor. A scary, deep-range shooter who loves to take defenders one-on-one.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Morris is checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Ronnie Price. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. On the topic of O.J. Mayo, has value in this NBA.
Yeah, he really does. I mean, he's multi-skilled, good size, sees himself as a superstar, and yet that sometimes derails him being as effective as he could be because he just can't quite get comfortable in that role of being a backup.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Chandler. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Chandler's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Middleton dishes to Parker. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Chandler. Suns trail by 13. And Tucker kicks to Morris. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. What a year for the Suns in terms of transactions. Started the season with Dragic and Thomas on the roster and moved them both, Clark, at the deadline.
And, you know, most folks saw the Dragic trade coming after his disagreements with the team. The Thomas trade was a bit of a surprise, though.
And as you said, the Suns made a flurry of deals at the deadline. You knew they would move one guard, but ended up moving 2, brought back 1 as well.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Lure comes in for Chandler. And it's Brandon Knight in for Sonny Weems.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Bledsoe lays it up and banks it in. Bledsoe's got his second basket.
When the Suns made all those trades, you kind of figured there would be some adjustment, and they did fall off a bit. Still, they felt what they had wasn't quite good enough going forward, so they got a jump on rebuilding last year.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Carter Williams. Parker, right side. In the corner, Mayo with it. And it's good on the assist by Parker. That's now 8 points for O.J. Mayo.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Tucker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not good shot selection, long range, and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
Suns trail by 15. Bledsoe kicks to Knight. There's the bucket. Good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
There's the pass to Mayo. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's good on the way in. Mayo's got 10 points in the quarter.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
Knight. And so we conclude the first half. Bucks lead by 15. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jets. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They lead by 15. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really an incredible game from O.J. Mayo.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward, and it's Monroe in at the center position. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Carter Williams, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And that's 10 points for Michael Carter Williams. Suns trail by 19.
Still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
Carter Williams with it, now guarded by Bledsoe. Carter Williams, the pass to Monroe. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Bucks lead by 21.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Lenz checked in for Phoenix. T.J. Warren comes in for P.J. Tucker. Milwaukee also making some changes. Henson comes in from Monroe, and it's Vasquez in for Michael Carter-Williams. Stolen by Henson. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's his first foul. Sonny Weems checks in for Eric Bledsoe. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Jared Bayless has checked in for Antetokounmpo. Vasquez kicks to Parker. And that one's good.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
There's the dish to Warren. Stolen by Middleton. And Bayless with the basket, the assist by Middleton. Bayless has got 5 points so far.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Well, if you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
They're not doing themselves any favors at this point. They've got to stabilize their offense with just sound execution.
The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
Feeds to Warren. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Fast break, Milwaukee. The shot's good from Bayless.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17. Also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
Over to the left wing. Chandler outside. Knight on the wing. Back to Chandler. Lots of room. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Vasquez kicks to Middleton. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Vasquez has got 3 assists now in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Here's Len. Knocks down the 10-footer. Len's got his first basket. So it's the Bucks now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. It's Parker with the drive from deep 3-point range, and that's not going to go. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Milwaukee. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the 4th quarter. The final quarter play can change everything. And for the Suns, they're shooting 43% from the floor. We've got Mirza Teletovic. John Lewis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Price, and it's Booker at the 2. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Teletovic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Teletovic has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Suns. And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Here's Ennis. Here's Copeland. Teletovic grabs the board. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline. And
it's the Bucks ball. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. To the inside. Vaughn gets the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Tucker can't get it to go.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroke. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And so they foul intentionally.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of summed up the game they're having in general.
Copeland dishes to Plumlee. Rebound by the Suns.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Here's Price. Off the left rim and out.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Dishes to Copeland. Lets it go with a 3. And he gets it to go.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but this continues, it will be.
Lure the pass to Booker. Shoots from 12. Phoenix no good that time either. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mirza Teletovic. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Monroe comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Mayo in for Vaughn. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Now Ennis. He kicks it to Copeland. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And there's the feed to Lure. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Price. No good, unable to end this run.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
No one near Mayo as he lets it go. Here's Plumlee, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Bucks.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Carter Williams. A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Ryan's back in for Mirza Teletovic. T.J. Warren comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Sonny Weems subbed in for Booker. Here is Bayless, guarded by Price. Here's Copeland. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession.
Come on, get open, three.
Here's Weems, guarded by Mayo. And the Bucks with possession. They've got a 13-2 run going. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. Monroe, no good. Warren. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Carter Williams.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving